Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Bible Enlargement with Gracey Spicey. Welcome back, welcome back. Let's get started. At today's topic, the Garden of Eden. At today's topic, the Garden of Eden. Like for the whole story, you can read Genesis 2 and 3. All Genesis 2 and 3. But for today's topic, we can't read it all. And so I would like you to follow me with this part of it, and we'll build the whole topic on this part. And I think you can have time and read the whole story so you understand very well. So I will be reading only Genesis 2:9. Genesis 2:9. I read, "The Lord God made all sorts of trees grow up from the ground, trees that were beautiful and that produced delicious fruits. In the middle of the garden, he placed the tree of life and the tree of knowledge of good and evil." Okay, this is Genesis 2:9. Genesis 2:9. In this verse, we read of a garden. Yeah, the main point here, a garden with trees, beautiful trees that were producing beautiful, delicious fruits. Okay, and we have two main trees mentioned here, the tree of life and the tree of knowledge of good and evil, in the middle of the garden. Okay, to start with everything, I'd like you to have this image of the Garden of Eden. The Garden of Eden is not as we read it. I mean, nothing is literal in this part of the Bible. Like, you just take it as a movie with actors. Because this part of the Bible, or let's say the Garden of Eden and the story concerning the Garden of Eden, is full of figurative symbols, codes. So we will try to see them here, and then we will get more understand of what exactly the Garden of Eden and the story concerning the Garden of Eden is talking about. So we'll start with the list of the main things in the garden, or the information the Bible gave us. Yes. So we have a garden. We have the tree of life. We have the tree of knowledge of good and evil. We have, in the story, we will have the serpent. We have Adam. We have Eve, and so on and so forth. So we will start this way. The garden. The garden is not a garden as we know it. We're not talking of a garden. We're not talking of a garden as we know it, with plants, flowers, trees, fruits, and so on. No, that's not. But in reality, we're talking of the bust of the human body. The bust of the human body. So, like head off, legs off, so the center part of the human body. The Garden of Eden represents, in this part of the Bible, represents the bust of the human body. Then we go to the tree of life. The tree of life represents the soul that gives life to the body. So the soul. We go to the tree of knowledge of good and evil. The tree of knowledge of good and evil represents the heart. Okay, then we go to Adam. Adam represents, in this part of the story, in this part of the Bible, represents humanity. Adam represents humanity, all of us. Okay, while Eve and the story represents the heart at work. So one of the functions of the heart. While the serpent in this story represents the spirit of Satan, the evil spirit, or the opponent spirit of God's spirit. So the opponent spirit against the Holy Spirit. That is the representation of the serpent. So in this part of the Bible, if the Garden of Eden is not a garden, but represent the bust of the human body. If the tree is not a tree, but is the tree of life is not a tree, but represent the soul, and so on and so forth. What are we talking about? What is the information the Bible is giving to us in this portion of the whole Bible? We're talking of the human internal growth. Human internal growth. That's what this part of the Bible is given to us. So when I say human internal growth, I mean not physically, but I'm talking of how we grow inside, internally. So like we are born, mom, dad, and all the adults around us make decisions for us. They help us grow. So at a certain point, we start making those decisions by ourselves, and we go on making more relevant decisions by ourselves. So when we start making these relevant decisions by ourselves, in the story of Adam and Eve and the Garden of Eden, represent the time they ate from the tree of knowledge of good and evil. Yeah, as we can see, no part of this story is literal. No part is literal. But let's just concentrate on the fact that in the story, a serpent speaking to Eve, so a human being. If nothing drew your attention on this, on the fact that there is something wrong, because we can't take this part so literal, at least this part should draw your attention. And as a serpent speaking to a human being, a serpent speaking to a human being is not all that normal. It's not all that normal. And if the serpent has been even possessed by an evil spirit, so can speak, okay, no problem. But why can a human being have a normal reaction in front of a serpent speaking to him or to her? That is not normal. If, like, I'm walking now and I meet a serpent and the serpent is able to speak to me, for the fact that it can speak, it's not normal, but I can still accept it because it can be the work of an evil spirit. Okay, but I can have a normal reaction in front of that. I can have it. And if I have a normal reaction in front of a serpent speaking to me, that means there is something wrong somewhere. So this at least must help us understand that this part of the Bible is full of figurative words, it's full of codes, it's full of symbols. Okay, the tree of life, as we can see, the tree of life. So the soul is giving the body life, and I think here we get it very, very quickly. The tree of knowledge of good and evil, I said it is representing the heart. And it took this name because from the very start of any human life, so my own, yours, Adam's, we have all the breath of God in us right from the beginning. So it's like God is with us. We know God. We have something of His. Okay? So God is with us. So when we start making relevant decisions by ourselves, so making our own decisions, it's like something has changed. Because to be able to make decision, first of all, you need like more than one opinion. So it's like we have always have one opinion, so it's easy to decide about what to do, what not to do, because the opinion is one. While this time around we have started making decisions, this means we are having another opinion, more than one opinion, and that is the opponent's opinion. We've opened the door to another opinion that is like as welcoming the spirit of Satan or the opponent's spirit or the evil spirit in us. And this is not a problem because this is growth. But the problem comes when we have these two opinions and we have to decide each time the opinion that is going to win on the other, and hopefully we would like to be choosing the correct one, or let's say God's opinion. But that's not what happened in the story of the Garden of Eden, because as the story narrates, the serpent spoke to Eve. So that means the other opinion, or the spirit of Satan, or the evil spirit, possessed the heart of humanity. They possessed the heart of Adam in this sense. So I said Eve represents one of the functions of the heart. So when we say the serpent spoke to Eve, it means the evil spirit possessed the heart of humanity, or entered into humanity. So when we get the story and Eve now communicates it to Adam, that means the heart in the body of Adam working with him. Like the evil spirit has possessed it, and what the evil spirit left there is, you're not going to die, you can eat from this tree. So now Adam is having two opinions. The first one, that God said, don't eat from this tree, don't eat the fruit of this particular tree. And the second one, now the evil spirit is saying, no, you can eat from it, you're not going to die. So now he's having two opinions, and as we know the story how it went, Adam chose the new opinion of that same tree he has been hearing of. And it's like in life, when we are to make decisions, the good part in us and the evil part in us can at times battle for the decision making. And so in the Bible, like in the story, we will read that Adam, when God asked Adam why, and etc., he replied, the woman you gave me. Yeah, and I've already said it, we're not talking of any woman, but we're talking of the heart. We're talking of the heart. So it's like saying, the heart you gave me, the heart you created for me, the heart you put inside of me. And we're not talking of any other woman. So the end of the story is that Adam and Eve were sent away from the garden, and this represents the moment, like it's to give us the understanding of the information that when you go against God's commands, you bear the consequences. You bear the consequences, and obviously bearing consequences of going against the commands of God will never be beautiful. Yeah, will never be beautiful. So the whole story about this part, Adam and Eve in the Garden of Eden, they ate from the fruit they were not supposed to eat, is a representation of how all of the process, of internal growth, of the process of internal growth, as I said. And it has been represented like with a movie with actors, so we can understand like everything. But so unfortunately, it is something very, very hidden. So probably we have been taking this part of the Bible for literal, and so some people can have much questions here, and then come to a conclusion that the Bible is a story book, or because some parts are not having all that sense to them. Yes, it's true, because if you take it for literal, it's not going to have any sense for you. It's not going to have any sense for you. And as we know, the Bible is not like all the words in the Bible is not as we read them. They don't have literal meanings, but at times their meaning are hidden inside of the context. Yeah, so in this whole teachings, the Garden of Eden is hidden, let's say a hidden part of the Bible, and hope now we get some more information to understand very well this part. And so if someone is to tell you, oh, because of even this part, I can see the Bible is not anything than a storybook, you will have something to tell him or her. Like, I know it's a broad topic. If you have any question about it, please let me have them at the comment side. I can take all the like 2 chapters and analyze them one by one, but with this whole with this view of it, hopefully you can do like you can analyze this part of the Bible very, very, very well. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Thank you. God bless you. And I'll say bye only for now to my next video. Bye.